Hey there, Cletus. I heard that you got yourself a singing pig.
Well, yeah, you heard right. But he don't only sing on the Sundays. Seeing as today is the Tuesday, he's gonna be telling you Hearthfire Tales.
Yeehaw, that sounds like fun.
Yeah! Get him, boy!
That sounds more like a rapping pig.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Hearthfire Tales, the podcast where apparently I'm telling you a story about
Stop
one
stealing
time
my intro.
I pissed off Bono. So there I was, a fresh-faced young teenager just doing my leaving cert, which for any of our international listeners from America is like your SATs. And I got paired with a guy in my class who was actually Bono's godson or nephew or something. So we were doing the study in his house, which was like huge, like a mansion. It was in like Killiney Hill. It was like on Killiney, you know, right?
No, I know. It's like one of those things that you walk by and everyone's like, Bono lives there.
Yeah, it was like 2 doors down from that. Yeah. And we were sitting there doing a study in his history, and he was like, "Oh, my godfather's through there." And then, like, somewhere in my brain, I was like, "Somebody told me his godfather was Bono." Somewhere, like, the rumor around class had been like that his godfather was Bono, and he came in, and then they came in like it was like his dad was Bono's manager or something, or agent. I don't know what it was. I don't know the relation. But Bono was with them, and he's like, "Hey guys," and I go, "I had one shot," and I went, "Hello." And like I was young, and I have like super face blindness, so like I was like, "Was it Bono?" I was like he's very, very, identifiable, recognizable.
He's very distinguishable.
90% sure I landed it because he looked super pissed and left. So that's my story about that time I maybe pissed off Bono. Anyway, welcome to Hearthfire Tales, everybody.
Yeah, woo! No, thanks for that story, Jim.
Yeah, this is why we'll never get sponsored as a music podcast.
Yeah. We were saying off air though. Well, Ryan was berating me for not calling the hill or the town Red Hill. Was it?
I think it is Red Hill.
Red Hill. I don't know. Yeah. So to all you, that very small subsection of hardcore U2 fans and hardcore Hearthfire Tales fans, I'm so sorry. But yeah, Hearthfire Tales and Left One and the story of might, magic, and mining towns.
Hey!
Let's do a roll for a recap.
Okay.
To see what's happened.
It's gonna be me. Should I just not even roll this time?
I mean, I got a 13, so probably.
Well, I got a 16, so I once again dodge
guys.
it.
This is my favorite part.
Do you want me to roll with disadvantage?
16. You gotta do
so
it.
it's me.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I honestly hadn't. I've been doing so much prep that I've not even considered the fact that I might have to do this.
You just have Sid do it again.
No. Let's give people what they want.
Yes, favorite NPC.
Johnny's log was a cold, dark Sunday when I woke up, saddled up my donkeys, headed up into the Brentley, traveling on with a bunch of wisecracking weirdos called Bush. They weren't that fun, but kind of put up with them anyway. Traveled to the Thunderhammer Mountains, picked up some ores, picked up some nice tradable commodities, loaded up my wagon, loaded up my bag of holding, set off. Then came across.
He does. He mentioned that. Yeah.
He has mentioned. I have mentioned my bag of holding.
It's how he gets his mining or his goods from town to town.
I didn't even question it because Conn will know that's the good guys.
Yeah. He also mentioned that Mithra holds magical qualities better than the other metals.
That is exactly right. Anyway, got really disrupted there in my own journal somehow, and met up with these two guys and their friendly bard. They call themselves the Monster Mashers. Well, haven't seen them mash any monsters, but they seem friendly enough and haven't maybe hide unceremoniously in any bushes. So they seem like good chap so far. And so that's pretty much the whole story from Johnny's point of view. So what else happened?
There's a whole bird.
Yeah, there's
and
I was
then
about to say, he definitely saw a smash a monster.
oh, sorry, yeah.
We slaughtered a gigantic
what
eagle.
happened in my own story.
I guess he wrote this before the first
Yeah, this
night.
is
This is an
okay.
amendment, an addendum.
This is him now writing it that night, we'll say. Dear Johnny's log. Was it journal? I can't remember. Johnny's journal sounds better.
Johnny's log.
Okay, well, I think it should be Johnny's journal just for alliteration, but Johnny's
I think it's
log.
because he sits on a log to write it.
Okay, yeah. So you guys were in this kind of weird liminal space of it's a recap, but we're also playing. So you see Johnny off in after you killed this thing, writing in this journal. Johnny's log. They done meshed that monster real good. And that's it. What else has happened? Yeah, so they party are on the road to Stone's Reach. They've met up with Johnny. They got their memories stolen, and now they just fought off a big monstrous bird that when they slashed it real good, it suddenly shrunk. And that is exactly where we had left off. So
I would like to say that I'm delighted, absolutely delighted, that I am no longer the holder of the worst recap.
oh, that was terrible. I floundered a lot there, guys. Not once did anyone save me.
No. It's
No, you were on your own there.
yeah, I noticed.
Sid holds the trophy for best recap.
Sure.
They're not factual, but
They're not factual, but they're
That's
good.
not
They
very
are good.
Sid-like.
Yeah.
yeah, true. That's not very Sid-like.
Conn, you are standing on top of the Brentley. You have just slashed.
I forgot what that was. All right, yeah, the
The
wagon.
Brentley is the wagon.
The Brentley's
Johnny's
the wagon, yeah.
You've just slashed this monstrous falcon, which has then instantly shrunk to like normal falcon size, and has flown away, kind of seemingly like if it had birds have tails. If it had legs, they have legs as well. It has its tail tucked between its legs.
You're a DM.
I never said I was a good DM, okay?
I'm having a hard time picturing this now just because in my head this
The
bird keeps
bird has
losing.
scared. The bird was bird big, then small, then fly away fast.
Okay.
So, Conn has been discovering a lot of new powers and stuff recently with, like his, becoming a new kind of quasi-class paladin fighter thing. He thinks one of his powers is now shrinking shit when he gets
God.
So he goes, "Hey, did you see that? I didn't know I could do that one." And he holds the sword up as high as he can.
Is
The
that
shrink ray.
is that some sort of magical property of your sword there, or?
Right, well, I didn't think it was, but I did pay good money for this sword, so I should hope it'll have some kind of magical property in shrinking opponents. Well, I'll take that. I'll take that and run with it.
Well, I mean, who am I to know? But maybe other people might know. If anyone wants to roll an intelligence check and to see actually maybe why it happened, or if you're trying to figure out, I'm putting words into Sid's head here, thinking that he's probably like, what the fuck is Conn talking about? But please,
No way, dude. Sid is like enamored by Conn's abilities.
yeah, great.
I felt it. I was like my key came up through my arm, and as I struck it, I just felt the magic move through me. I rolled a 2.
I mean, yeah,
I shrunk the bird.
Yeah, you don't
Nice.
know what you're capable of. You could be capable of anything, really.
Oh, incredible. I should probably go practice this. I'm going to start whacking trunks and stuff with my sword. Shrink!
Yeah, you do
Shrink!
that. You absolutely wreck the edge of your blade, smack it into trees.
Can anybody remember what I said before I whacked it? Maybe that was it. Maybe it was a verbal component to the spell.
Conn, I'm not really sure if that's a thing, but Sid, have you seen anything kind of like this? It's kind of...
Sid is shouting down. From
Oh, sorry, yeah.
He's on top of.
Yeah, Melody's there shouting instantly. Sid, have you ever heard of...
No, I don't think I've ever seen people. Well, I mean, wizards. Are you a wizard?
No, not last I checked anyway, but every day's a school day. Maybe I picked something up.
I mean, you do have like a beard, but normally it's gotta be longer than that to be like.
I've been letting myself grow it out a wee bit now that I'm not in the army, so maybe the longer it gets, the stronger I'll get. This is the beginning of me multiclassing into a wizard.
Like out of nowhere, suddenly Conn's a wizard.
Dude, I had like totally heard that like when guys' beards go white if they grow long, like they can control the weather. And like, you're pretty old now, so.
Watch it. We had a wizard and a sorcerer in our squad, and I know the wizard would hit the books, and that's not me. Maybe I'm a sorcerer. He always said it just came natural to him.
I suppose Sid has seen like a lot of like things out in the wild and things like that. So especially monster mutations. I mean, that's kind of like his bread
thing.
and butter,
Yeah.
So
if you want to give me like a nature check, you can try and.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything about this eagle, like this is a giant eagle. It's like
falcon.
Falcon.
Yes.
All right. What were you? Nature?
Yeah, nature. Unless there's some other skill you
Animal
think is
handling, or to know about.
Ooh, that's
I handled an animal.
Well, the difference is a 19 or a 24.
What are you trying to figure out?
If I mean, this was a giant bird. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen mutations like this, obviously, with Fink, because Fink is a giant rat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that would be common, but Fink obviously doesn't shrink or anything like that.
Yep.
Also, I can try and shrink him. Fink!
Fink.
Hey, please don't strike my rat.
I'm like
Fink looks terrified at why you tear him over with a sword.
I'm like nudging him with the pommel of the sword.
No, as you call for him, Fink comes out of the back of the
he was eating.
The wagon where he was in there eating everything.
You see the donkeys look at him annoyed.
He's just gotten bigger. I think I made him bigger.
But like, the thing
Fink's
that would
like
be
food
weird,
combing on the ground, like
So the thing that's a bit weird to me is that
you can come out of the tree. It's fine.
I like it up here. when Fink like kept growing after I got him, he you can see his skin didn't quite keep growing with him. Normally these type of things cause like aberrations, and a falcon seemed pretty well put together.
It was pretty majestic looking now that I think of it. There was no deformations, right, that I could see.
No, it seemed like a normal falcon, but just real big.
Yeah, like
what were you trying to find out with that roll? Sorry. In the end.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to to me, like as a player, like it's weird, that it would be that big and it just fine and it shrank. So I'm just trying to figure out what knowledge I have why this. I mean, that seems like a different type of aberration than I would have normally ever seen. So
you're just actually trying to see if this is like a natural being or not,
or what's going on there with the falcon,
Okay, so you're just trying to find out if you think this is natural or not.
I'm using my magic I'm flipping through my book,
Okay, yeah. So which book? I'm
gonna
say that.
Look, man, I got my book out and I'm flipping to where it says birds, and I'm like,
Brian, you always have this book.
I love it, man.
I know. I'm gonna say it's nature then, because you're kind of actually knowing about nature things. It's pretty easy for you to kind of know that this is not a natural bird. It looks natural, but doesn't seem to be a natural property, and you've never heard of any kind of naturally existing bird to be able to do this thing. But and particularly because you're up in the tree, I guess, you've had a good look at it as it's been like sweeping up and down, and even as it's like flown away. You recognize this bird. Like Sid recognizes this bird.
Hey, Conn. Okay. I'm gonna come down to the tree because I need to talk to you about something.
All right.
Maybe just, off to the side.
All right. I walk over to the side
Can I be part of this? Kind of seems maybe important for the whole group.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Cool. What's up?
Fink, come here.
fair.
I'd poke.
Actually, no, sorry.
With the
Give
butt
me
of
an
my
animal
sword.
handling check for Fink to see how like willing he is to
Get away from the food.
get away from the food and come out of his food coma.
19.
Yeah, okay. He reluctantly does it, but he does it.
Bring some with him.
Yeah.
As we
See,
walk
he's
over,
hamstered and it just has loads in his cheeks.
as we gather, I prod Sid with the butt of the sword to see if I can shrink him.
Sid doesn't shrink.
Thankfully. Got a thing to tell you.
Aye.
So, you know how I told you a bit of my life story, and there was this dude that I was best friends with, right?
Yeah, his name was Gear or something, wasn't it?
Axel.
Axel, that was it.
Yeah. And you know how the last place we were at, he kind of caused everybody to turn into fish monsters?
Ah, he changed the recipe of the spell.
So, that was his bird.
The wind that I shrunk.
Yeah, that was Thunderhawk.
Thunderhawk. All right. Well,
No, his name was definitely Slash in my notes, but I don't know if we actually ever discussed that.
Oh, Slash is kind of cool too. Oh, that makes more sense with Axel.
Yeah.
Thunder Slash. You say?
Yeah, his name was Thunder Slash.
Well, 10 out of 10 on the names. I think I might like this Axel lad.
I mean, I did for a long time.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You're absolutely sure it's his
grew
bird?
up with the bird.
And you obviously remember it being a normal sized bird.
Oh yeah, probably important to note that it was not gigantic.
Right, well, that's obviously not ideal. Do you think that was a conscious decision to attack us? Or was it just hunting the countryside? And then also, why is it massive?
I have no idea. I mean, it was like when I was up there looking, it seemed to be just like sweeping the area. So I don't know why he would be looking for us. I mean, he has no idea where I went from the time we separated, you know?
All right.
You also remember it went for the juicy deer first.
Oh yeah, I tried to eat some deer first.
Oh, yeah, we had it doing flips and shit, didn't we?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we just keep an eye out. I don't know if it's going to re-biggen itself. I don't know how long that effect lasts for. I'll have to master the spell. But at least now we know what we're dealing with. And it sounds like he was out here for a little while longer because we found that deer in the forest, remember?
Yeah. But that was the weird thing. That deer wasn't eaten or anything like that. So why is he just sending Thunder Slash to, like, attack things?
That's a good question. Maybe he's practicing.
Wonder how many pairs of weeks it will take for us to find this out.
Why would you put it in that way?
That's a really weirdly specific way of phrasing that, but I too wonder how many pairs of weeks this is going to take us.
Okay, well, I mean, there's nothing to be done about it right now, right? I guess
Do we notice which way it flew off? And
Yeah, it flew off to the
north.
northeast.
The north.
North.
the north, I remember. I was very conscious of the way the sun was playing on my chest when I did the strike, so I do remember it flew north.
I was in the tree, so I saw it fly north.
You'd also know that north is the direction of Stone's Reach.
Right, well, it seems like all roads lead to Stone's Reach, so may as well hop on the Brentley and get cracking.
Actually, I am maybe going to walk to the side because I don't know if you know this, but I got a new book.
Oh, hey?
Yeah, this one's got plants in it, but I don't know them. So, like, I'm going to be looking around.
I did see you reading about that.
Yeah. No, you made me use those, like, the coins to, like, get a book.
Yeah, you bought it.
Yeah, that was weird. I've never had to buy a book before. But
Yeah.
that's weird. Knowledge is, like, kept from people. Whatever. But, yeah, so I'm going to try and learn about plants. Because you know what? I bet we could, like, dye our hair with something. How cool would it for you to have, like, a blue beard?
Oh. I was ready to say no, but then you said blue bird. Do you think we could do a blue bird with a gold trim to match my uniform?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Wow. Yeah, okay. Are you just reading the book? I'm assuming you've kind of been reading this.
Yeah, I've been reading it.
Yeah,
you know,
so-
but now I'm trying to match up plants that I...
Sure, yeah. So you have...
Forage!
Yes. So you guys are kind of camped for the night. So if you want to take a little bit of time to go do some herb foraging, give me either a survival or a nature check.
Can I give you an herbalism kit check?
Sure.
So that's my tools. Plus
That-
4 to those.
That would probably make sense, yeah. And give me plus your intelligence plus your proficiency, and do it with advantage because you're using the book.
Oh, nice.
I'll say you're kind of like, doing like a school field trip kind of situation. You're going around being like, oh, this plant is this one, and look, it's like the same in the book.
Yeah, and I'm having Fink learn to smell them.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, stopping him from smelling the ones that it says that he shouldn't put his mouth
Yeah.
in.
Are you taking like bark rubbings where you put the thing and you rub the pencil against the bark?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Remember we did that? Sorry, this is
Yeah.
completely off topic. Remember we did it on like gravestones and stuff in like
that
primary
was,
school?
in hindsight,
In hindsight, real problematic.
Yeah.
Not problematic, but just kind of like
just weird.
yeah, a little bit questionable. But yeah.
It's just like the epitome of Irish culture.
They
were doing like fun little rubbing, and they were like, take them to the gravestones.
In our defense, you had to walk through the graveyard to get to the church where we were doing the rubbing. So, like,
Yeah.
I would have heard about the Catholic Church and
Church
the
has
rubbings
rubbing.
that you all did.
Okay, what did you roll on that herbalism check?
I rolled a 21.
Ooh, a 21. That is actually very good. You find I haven't come up with any cool names for these herbs yet. So if you have a cool name off the top of your head that you want to call something,
Oh, it's not a good idea to have Sid be naming things.
I think it's even funnier. He could have just like crossed them out in this book. Let's say there is like, so I have like the whole kind of like rule set up for this. We'll say that you can have like there's like a basic kind of like healing herb that you can find that you basically, eventually if you have skills in alchemy, I'll let you turn them into healing potions, but the herbs themselves will have some sort of like healing qualities. So we'll say the standard version, we'll call that, I don't know, lover's leaf, and its leaves are in the shape of a heart or something. So you find like what you would consider like very good quality lover's leaf, and you know that. I'll say you find. Roll me a. You got a 21. Roll me a d6.
Okay. 4.
4. So you kind of like find like 4 like like units worth of gas. I don't know what the
bushels.
Bushels, sure. Yeah. You find like 4 bushels of lover's leaf, and you know that they would if you're basically just like shove them into your mouth, you get 1d4 plus 2 healing, but you'd be able to make a good healing potion from them, or someone else might if they have that skill.
Greater.
Yes, exactly. The second.
Wow.
The second tier.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How many of them take? How many does it take to make a health potion?
It'd be 1-to-1.
Never stop rolling, because that's wild. Health
Yeah.
potions literally grow on trees. I just worked this out.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm also scared that he's giving us this much healing. But
Now you are gonna. So if you're going to kind of create those potions, they will take a number of days to actually make, and depending on what kits you have available, you're not going to be able to make all 4 at once. Or you could make all 4, but maybe over a period of downtime, something like that.
have I found anything that makes a good tea?
With a 21, sure, yeah. You have. Why not?
Gonna have some tea with the whole crew.
Yeah, I
including-
mean, don't ask me to come up with a name for the tea. You can come up with
Oh,
that.
that's all right.
Quality.
Oh god, yeah, you find some quality leaves.
Yeah, I like it. All right.
And this is another. Actually, I heard this. I think NADPOD stole this from someone else, and I'm going to steal it from NADPOD, and the whole circle of DMs stealing from other DMs continues. But a
As
really
it
cool,
should.
as it should, a really good homebrew rule I heard is that, and we can apply it to these herbs as well, is that if you take your action, I will let you recover the full amount, like the full healing amount, or you can take them as a bonus action, but then have to roll.
Now, I feel bad because you're being very nice with this.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking break it on me because I wrote these rules like 2 years ago before I realized the shit you can do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will just change things up. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Also, bear in mind, you rolled a 21, so this was like a very good result, a very good die roll, and you only got D4 herb. So I'm not. I think I have this somewhat balanced.
Yeah, but it's just my travel benefits that we already used last time do say that when I forage for twice as much.
Great. I'm going to say that's foraging for food, so like food and berries and stuff like that. So this is a separate thing that you're getting from your.
Yeah, I felt bad kind of using that anyway because I was like, it's giving me 4 health, greater health potions.
No way am I giving you more.
Can I get more tea though?
Sure, yeah, you can have as much tea as you want.
Oh,
wow, that's a high quantity.
Oh my god.
We are actually just gonna open up a tea shop.
Yeah,
and
that
you're
sounds
gonna be my
quality.
uncle.
Wait, did I already make the quality one?
Yeah, that was the
Okay,
name
never
of the
mind.
leaves.
I'll come back around.
You can be my uncle. And
Yes.
I
All right, yeah, up for it.
Okay,
Up for
so
it.
you all
Yeah.
sleep tonight.
And how do we know when we open it? Well, I roll the dice.
Right. Okay. First is Jurassic Park. Now it's Avatar. What
You
else?
kicked us off. Okay, right, let's go.
Let's just fast forward through that. You sleep for the night. It's an uneventful sleep.
Do I dream?
Oh, actually, thank you for reminding me, guys.
You gotta ask, Ryan.
Make
you gotta ask
wisdom
questions.
saving throws.
Oh no!
In my haste to get you to the town, just for you and Conn.
Fink doesn't drink. Come on, man.
Okay, make one for Fink.
Not in any way we would recognize.
Yeah.
13.
Fink's wisdom saving throw is higher than mine.
Okay.
It's because he's well fed, he's thinking.
So I rolled a 6 and Fink rolled a 16.
For those of you at home, Dylan is grinning the shit-eateriest of grins.
I'm going home.
You're already home. Just kick us out.
I'm going to my tea shop.
Pull all the mics out.
Get out!
You all go to sleep. You know, kind of a normal after this attack by Thunder Slash. Kind of have such a good name. You have a nice restful sleep, or at least most of you do. Sid, you have some nice dreams.
Sorry, I hit puberty.
Conn sleeps on the other side of the Bentley.
Sid, you have a nice dream. It's a wonderful sunny summer's day. You know, you dream of hunting and ranging through the forests and hills of town. Herman has set you out to go track a deer through the woods that he had identified earlier. This is a task he set you many times before, you know, and you do so at ease. You know, you're well into your training now. You spotted taking a drink from a nice nearby stream. Everything's peaceful and tranquil. You do as Herman instructed and quickly sketch the markings on it. Stuff your journal back into your pouch and slip away quietly back into the woods. Proud of yourself, happy that you've done everything. You walk back to town, happy with yourself. Herman's not there to meet you, but you think nothing of it. He often gets pulled away by the elders for some business or other. You head back home to your mom. You call out as you walk through the door. No answer. You rush around the house, but there's no sign of her anywhere. You rush outside, screaming to be heard, to be noticed. You wake up.
I don't like that. That wasn't nice.
So, morning comes.
That was an exceptional rest.
Conn is going to find that Sid is like basically curled up beside him.
Hey, lad, are you all right there? Getting a wee bit cozy, aren't we?
Yeah, man. You know, it's cold. Don't touch me, man.
All right. I won't. Sorry.
Anyway, so glad to see everybody's here.
Last I checked.
I mean, why wouldn't we?
both the donkeys.
Yeah, you know, just glad everybody's here. And
You
not off
Yeah.
doing stuff, you know.
You all right there,
Yeah.
lad?
look
You look a bit edgy.
Anybody
Yeah.
want some tea?
bit outside yourself there, little Sid.
No, I'm just glad that I got people here beside me.
Okay. Yeah.
He's going through puberty, Johnny. So maybe it's
there's actually you can take this tea. It's called puber tea. It helps with those pains.
Why don't you brew up a bit? There's some puberty over there, and
I've heard of this stuff. They
yeah, it'll put hairs on your chest.
in town they
so good.
Sorry,
It took me a second. That's so good.
That's better than mine. I was going to make a joke that it was Johnny's Viagra.
No, sorry, Ryan. You've been out joked.
Yeah, I like that better.
Because I was like, my brain was like, that makes sense. And I was like, wait, that makes sense 2 ways.
That's so funny.
Woo!
Well, Johnny wins this one.
His legend lives on.
Johnny's actually 15.
This is what he'll be
He's just
known
been
for.
drinking this stuff exclusively.
To all the listeners at home, have you ever had an empty can of Coke and you're sad because it's run out? And you go to pick it up and you find out that it's actually still half full.
Oh, I'm
So
very jealous.
I'm so happy right now. It's ruining my somber mood from the drink.
Yeah, Johnny goes brew some puberty. Prepares you some nice breakfast.
Hey, while he's making breakfast, do you maybe want to go like hunting or something, Conn?
All right. Oh, I could hunt. I mean, I can't hunt, but I could hunt.
Just go
Give me a bow. Is there a bow lying around?
I mean,
Johnny, do you have a bow on the wagon?
I mean, it's I think it's actually stock, but I'm sure you can borrow it for a little bit if you don't break it.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, he gives you like a short bow.
Yeah, okay. Let's go hunting.
Yeah. Just spend some time hanging out,
Sure.
Hey, a little
ma-
old soldier, young ward bonding time.
yeah, they make survival checks, I guess. The two of you.
3. Sorry, 4.
I mean, makes sense.
Yep.
12 for me.
Clanking along in my
So,
armor.
yeah. It's 12. You're not, Conn, you don't really know what you're doing. You're kind of just there.
Hey,
Sid, you're too distracted. You can't, you're following the game trails, but the game trails are like, weeks old. You're not really seeing anything. You're kind of just going through the motions.
hey, Sid, you want to see me hit that rock? I take a shot at the rock.
Sure.
2.
Miss.
The rock shrinks. No.
No, it's just me walking away from it. It's getting
Yeah.
smaller.
That rock is small. That other rock is far away.
Yeah.
You swing aimlessly at rocks.
All right.
Just want to have some bonding time.
All right. You want to see me hit that tree? Big tree.
Yeah.
Oh, 18.
I mean, yeah, you cut it. Oh,
no,
you're
I'm
using your
shooting.
bow.
I'm shooting with the bow. Yeah.
Yeah, you hit a tree.
Hey, look at that. I hit it.
Conn, when you were out traveling, doing your thing,
Aye.
did you ever find that dreams meant anything?
It's funny you should say that because I didn't have much faith in dreams up until, I don't know if I've ever told you much about the attack on my squad. I won't go into it now, but after that I found my dreams carried a lot more weight, so they never really meant stuff looking forward, but they certainly changed looking backward after that,
Yeah.
I think sometimes dreams can tell us what we're really thinking,
See, there's a sect in town that my mom was part of,
Alright.
called the Dreamwalkers.
Dreamwalkers.
And literally what they would do is just study people's dreams. Like, they felt that, like, all the great wars and things like that the dreams of the leaders, like, foretold what would happen. And that if you studied people's dreams enough that it could determine what their place was in, like, the way the world, like the way their tales were, like, weaved together.
Well, they don't say follow your dreams for nothing. I firmly believe that if you want something, I mean really want it, that becomes your dream and you become enamored with it. And that's, from my experience, the way a lot of these generals in the war were. They were single-minded. in their ambition to achieve their goals. And maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know? Maybe it's like,
But what
I
if
want
in
this
like,
so much.
what if in the middle of the best time in your life, like everything that you've wanted, you start having dreams about literally the worst thing that could happen to you?
I think that's natural. I think when we have what we want, our greatest fear is to lose that. So, maybe not dreams, but nightmares. That's your fear, right? And that's just normal to worry. Are you alright, Sid? You seem a bit shook this morning now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, just weird dreams and stuff. And, you know, with my mom, the way, I mean, she'd have us write down our dreams every single morning, you know, and like, this isn't normal for me, you know, to have like nightmares like this.
Well,
I mean, I have nightmares about like big monsters and stuff, but like, that's just cool, you know?
how long have you been away from your home now?
I said this last episode and forgot to write it down. It was
I remember, actually. Don't worry. That's
Beautiful.
It wasn't long. It was like a few months or something like that.
And is this the longest you've ever been away from town?
Oh yeah.
Well, then it's only natural.
The longest I'd ever been away was like half a day.
Right, look, then it's normal.
Or like, you know, camping trips, but that's like on the outskirts of town.
I remember the first fortnight I was off with the army. I dream of home every single day. You know, and it's not like we've been having the most pleasant time. I mean,
Really?
well, I mean, it's been
Dude,
fun.
I love this.
It's been fun.
Are you
but
kidding me?
Let's.
Dude, we got to see some fish people. We got to see some fish monsters. We saw the giant crab. Did you see that thing? And you split it open. And then there was like, a thing with multiple heads. Like, oh,
Alright,
it's
well,
so good.
It has been an exciting time.
And we're like best friends now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Conn and Sid, all the way. Yes. Look, Sid, lad, I think it's natural. It's understandable to feel a little homesick if you've been a lot away, especially some of the stuff we've been doing. You know, it's been a bit exciting. So you're going to have an overactive mind, you know? Like maybe, do you want, I can run through some breathing exercises tonight, which if you want that we learned in the army, help us get good night's sleep, you know, calm your mind.
Yeah, that seems good.
Maybe we'll try that then. But I think it's only normal. Don't worry your head about it, you know? Now, watch me nail this beehive.
Oh, please don't shoot. No, wait, don't stop.
18!
You nailed it.
Sid runs.
Yeah.
Did you see it? It went clean through.
Sid make an athletics check. Conn make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, thank you.
3.
You take
16.
3 points of piercing damage as you get stung
They got
loads,
under my arm.
and Sid just runs away.
Half an hour later,
I show up back at camp with
above his mask
Conn.
that looks like Conn walks back.
Did the Falcon get Conn? Is everything okay?
Conn is getting better at the bow.
Okay, but that's not really an answer to my question.
Melody, listen. You've been out in the wilderness a bit, right?
I mean, a little bit.
Conn shot a beehive with a bow.
God, that man's an idiot. What a fucking idiot. How has he survived this long, Sid?
He's always been with people, I think.
But he's been telling stories of how he's like fought monsters with like 6 mouths and like fins up and down its back and all this type of thing.
See, my experience is that most monsters, they're just beasts. They don't really want to fight. In fact, he's had to fight every single one he's come across. He says something.
You might be on something.
Gone, slightly more bulbous than he was. Walks back into the clearing, stomps across the thing, and hands Johnny back the bow. Thank you, Johnny. I don't think it's the weapon for me, though. I give it back to him.
Oh, I'm trying so hard to try and make it come up with a tea pun, some sort of tea he can give you. I've got a sting.
Sterility.
What? Sterility.
Sterility.
Why?
It's like sterilize the wounds.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing to it?
Here, I got some.
Amnesty.
I got some.
Track.
In case there's in that, I get you a fresh pot of immunity. There you go.
Nice. Start the landing. Oh, thanks. Conn rubs it on his face.
Yeah.
The wounds go down.
All right, on to actual things.
Okay.
Now, on to what the episode is about. 40 minutes.
The episode is about teapots, apparently. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you guys break camp, head out, go for a impromptu hunting session, I guess. Come back and head off to Stone's Reach. So I just want to give a little bit of a recap / kind of like info dump of what you guys know about Stone's Reach, just so we're all on the same page. So Stone's Reach sits in the northeast of Lethwan. It's on the shores of the Great Northern Lake, but within reach of the nearby mountains, hence the name. The mountains are like the meeting point of the northern end of the Thunderhammer Mountains, which run along the east of Lethwan, bordering from countries and civilizations to the east, and the northern ridge known as the Crown, which borders a large, sparsely inhabited desert. It's a small to medium-sized town with a couple of thousand inhabitants that in its heyday was very prosperous due to the talent of its smiths and metalworkers, and of course the deposit of mithril in the nearby mine. The smiths of Stone's Reach were responsible for arming many soldiers in the War of Unity and became very rich as a result.
Unity.
Fuck's sake. However, the mine went dry about 10 years ago, and they were forced to trade then with the dwarves of the Thunderhammer Mountains for ore. Because of this, suddenly the shift moved from mass market weapons to more customized weapons and armor that Johnny would have told you about. And this kind of left many smiths out of work as the demand had dropped. The town still had some prosperity, however, and the town leaders, who are a group known as the Iron Circle, ensured that any wealth gained from this was, used for the good of the people. But since the construction of the highways, which are these large roads linking the 4 old nations, which are now the provinces of Lethwan, more and more trade has been carried along these roads, and you have the members of the Hoots Force, which you've encountered, mainly patrolling them. And now towns like Stone's Reach and many others, rely on traders like Johnny to keep them afloat and are now struggling to look for other ways to provide for their citizens. And so Michaela has kind of chosen this town as your first kind of town that needs help and could do with a band that means well. So we kind of say that's probably what, you remember from Michaela, what maybe Melody has filled you in on, and what Johnny has kind of told you. So that's kind of the general gist.
So be a new band then.
The band that means well.
It means well.
Means well. Alright, well, let's introduce ourselves as Means Well here.
I kind of like it.
Aye. And we'll kill someone, we can say, well, it's... Wait, no, this isn't all that. I was going to say the end meets the means well, but it's shite, so I'm not going to. Conn served around here. Have I been here?
You've possibly been here. It's a bit out of the way, but it is kind of like a quite kind of like the major town. There's like kind of other surrounding villages and things like that, but this is going to be like the main town that people will go to. You are kind of from the general kind of northeast area of that one, so you may have been here in the past. You have definitely like served with people who have been here, been from here and stuff like that. I know a lot of our
provisions came from here, certainly.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely would know the name Stone's Reach from being in the military. You would have known it then as just being like, a big place that like churned out weapons, basically. Back then, you wouldn't have known them as kind of being, like real talented smiths and stuff like that.
Yeah. They weren't making bespoke cloaks.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Right. Okay. Will we head on in? Try and find a town square? Johnny, where do you have to go?
Oh, I'm staying in a good friend of mine, Aaron, runs an inn. It's he calls it the last resort. Kind of stay there. You're more than happy to stay with me. I can give you a good word, and sure, with the backing of Michaela, get you a good rate there.
All right,
like it's
let's head to the Was it the last resort?
Last resort.
Let's hit the last resort.
Cool. Yeah, you head into the last resort.
You know how they make all these cool blades and everything?
All right.
You know, really, really good blades.
Noticed.
You know, real tiny blades can be put together in two to make scissors. And they can cut our hair real cool, and we can get like cool like band hair.
Well, I did say
Like,
I'm
I'm gonna,
growing
like-
my hair out, but
I'm gonna shave the sides of my head.
I
Yeah, we could never have cool hair back in town.
really?
Well, in school.
Well, look,
So
you know
sad.
what? It's all right. Like,
Sorry, we're all dressing up like clowns to spout lies, Melody.
Okay,
whoa,
harsh.
hey, whoa.
At least I had a happy childhood.
Let's whoa, hey, let's leave it all on the road, will we? New town, new us, means well. Let's go. Let's shave the side of this child's head. Let's go.
Okay, so fine, let's go shave his head, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Johnny's like, well, I guess
We make
I'll...
all the artwork now, Jim. I've got a shaved head. Only the sides.
Okay, fine. I will.
I guess I'll see you guys after then if you're off going shaving heads and stuff.
Do you want to come?
I quite like the.
We can give the donkey an undercut.
Shave the sides of your head.
I'm quite happy with how my hair is in this kind of like stylishly unkempt. It takes me a long time to look like this, actually. But donkey with an undercut is something I'd really like to see. To be honest, I'm not even sure if donkeys have hair on their heads or how
They
that
kind of
works.
naturally have an undercut anyway.
Okay, so
Like
it's
they've
like
got a
a.
mane, which is like a double undercut.
Oh
so-
yeah, it is. It really is.
We'll
Look,
make it a single undercut.
Yeah, we're gonna grow the hair on the other side.
tell you what, if you can give this donkey like one of those like emo fringes, I'll be all over that.
There we go.
I think we can definitely try.
Okay, yeah, you guys go to a hairdresser.
No, I don't want it to take any time. We can go on to the last resort.
I'm fine if you guys want to get your haircut. It's all good. So, haircut or last resort? Your call.
No, like we gotta do the haircut, but I was just saying it didn't have to take any time.
Can we?
Okay.
Yeah, can we montage the haircut?
Fine.
See, both saying the same thing. Is that a, like established montage song?
I
I can't believe you don't know the montage song.
You
yeah.
know, like montage.
Look, Jim, I set
Sports training
specific homework before every single episode.
Do you think I do that? He's the book one.
It's the montage
I
song.
went out
And
and
that's the
fought an
one.
animal. I did my homework.
I don't know why we sing the same song.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Right. Anyway.
I think I get like 2 notes that just happen to fit.
Right. Which is it?
Anyway,
Right. So these donkeys, Mercedes and Tesla. Which one are we going to?
Don't need to actually spend time on
Mercedes is the one that gets the
Okay, Mercedes gets a fucking sake.
yeah, Tesla gets like a spiky
Liberty
mohawk.
spikes,
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. You walk into the last resort, and you're greeted by a dwarven man named Aaron. He's well kept, kind of well put together, with a very like tidy goatee. He's wearing an innkeeper's apron, but that kind of like looks like it's never really had a stain on it. He's like very well kind of put together. He's like, "Well, lads, how's it going?
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Are you?
What's the crack?"
Have you got room for 2, 3? Johnny, you have a room, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, have you got room for?
You see, Johnny, well for you. Sorry. Use your room, is it? And John's like, no, Aaron. And Johnny kind of just like nods at you guys and kind of like leads you to it and like takes the key from Aaron and goes over. You can tell like he's like up and down here all the time.
I have you. Hi, Johnny. Have you got room for 3 and a rat?
Well, I mean, are you looking to all stay in the same room, or are you kind of wanting separate rooms, or what's the situation here?
Hadn't previously.
I think it'd be cool if we
discussed
like,
that.
we're in, have like powwow together. Mm-hmm. Be cool.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and he then like kind of cops the end of your sentence, and he's like, "So, Tree, and a rat?"
I take him aside. All right, Aaron. You're going to see something now, and it's going to seem shocking at first. But I need you to know this rat means no harm to anyone. He's quite a good rat, and he's very
just kind of
important to the young lad.
Sure, like as a kind of as an innkeeper, kind of having like a rat in kind of bad,
Look, this rat is very important to the young lad. He's like a kind of support rat, He's been through a lot on the road, and to take the rat from him now would really.
And sure, lads, is there any chance maybe we could keep the rat like outside or something like that? Maybe.
I don't think it's gonna fly. I really don't think.
Give me a perception check. Give me a persuasion check.
14. But can I cross his palm with some fandals?
Yeah. Give me with advantage then.
I rolled a 22.
You heard this.
Yeah.
I got a 4. Well, like a 14.
You slip him a couple of fandals. He kind of looks a little bit more okay with it. Then you kind of like slip him a little bit more. So mark off like 10 fandals. I was like, well, lads,
excuse me, like I overheard you
right
there. Yeah. So Fink's not gonna be like, crawling around in your cupboards or anything like that, because he's not like a little tiny rat. Like, he's way cooler than that. Cause look, he's the size of a wolf.
My lords! What shit? What?
And isn't he so cute?
No.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my god! I've never seen.
So
who are ye?
So,
we're the Meanswell.
We're the Meanswell.
Who the fuck are the Meanswell?
No, just Meanswell.
Who the fuck are Meanswell?
That's us.
I don't care if he's Meanswell if you're bringing a fucking rat into my establishment.
Well, the rat means well.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were Meanswell, not the rats Meanswell.
We also means well.
So you're saying every tree means well, even though you're bringing a big rat?
All 4.
Sorry there, friend.
We all mean well. And we are mean well.
We're Meanswell.
And
Means well.
Sorry,
It's very recent.
But are you like some sort of? Are you like a band or something?
Yeah, we've been seeing here. We're with Michaela.
These are Michaela's guys.
Yeah,
You should have said something.
We did.
I took you well now. Right. Can we maybe like dress this rat up in like a little coat or something, make him a bit more palatable for the folk in the town?
That would actually be sick as fuck.
He's like,
let's go shopping.
He's like, are you like good at dressing up animals?
I mean, I've never dressed up an animal myself, but I'm just trying to think. Look.
Because that's the only time that Fink has ever bit me was when I tried to put a dress on him.
Well,
it was like a whole like Christmas outfit. I was trying to make him look like a reindeer.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe he just isn't kind of into that, and maybe he wanted something a bit more sensible, like a nice, nice little waistcoat and a button down or something like that.
Oh, I love this.
All right, I really want to see what happens.
Look, lads, I'll tell you this now for free. Everyone in towns, just when rumors come around that you're heading up. We thought you were called like the Kelly Crushers or something like that, but I guess things gonna get mixed up.
There's a mistake in the documentation. It's always been Meanswell.
Okay, sure. But yeah, look, Michaela didn't really mention a rat to me. Kind of a bit off put by that, to be honest. But look, as I said, we're all very excited to kind of have a band in the town. I think that's really great. But I mean, yeah, just the rat thing's a bit weird. So I think you spruce him up a bit. And
Michaela might have referred to him as the DPS in the teeth.
She actually didn't. But yeah, look, tell you what, Vanny, and you see, like what you assume like his wife kind of comes out, and she's like, oh yeah, what's up? And Chase is like, oh sure, I'll put something together for him, no bother, yeah. And she kind of like gets a bit closer, and she's like, oh, you got right, have you maybe got some like rags or something we can put around him just for the moment, just to kind of feel a bit queasy looking at him, to be honest.
What? Why?
Because look at the state of him.
Oh, he's a nice one.
What did you say? Sorry.
He's real nice. Like, what's wrong with him?
He was an eyesore and was meant to agree.
No, I did it.
Okay, but look, tell you what, and she kind of like goes over to like a table and kind of like pulls off the tablecloth and kind of like wraps it around. Like, I'll just go to take this little chap there and I'll get him nice and measured up and get him a nice little suit or something.
Fink?
That's good.
Be nice to them. They're friends.
You see, like Fink is like half giving them evil eyes and half giving you like puppy dog. Like, why are they taking me?
Like one eye is doing each thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what was your name, lady?
Oh, your name's Vanny.
Vanny.
Vanny. Her name's Vanny. Okay.
Vanny. Not enough.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, that'd be a rude word. That would.
So, I would recommend.
That's her auntie.
You're an inn, so you probably have a decent amount of food.
Oh, no, I'm a woman.
You run an inn,
Yes,
so
I do.
you have a decent amount of food.
I think she walked in.
If you can keep like meat in front of him,
Okay, sure.
or if he does like fruit, you can do some fruit.
He likes grain.
He kind of likes anything. Just put food in front of him, or tell him something is food, and you'll have a better time.
Okay, sure. I'll do that. And she kind of like, you say, her eyes kind of light up a little bit when you say like, oh, you tell him something's food. So she kind of like gets some like sawdust and like some like grains and stuff, and she's like, here you go, little rat monster. Give me some sort of roll for Fink. Like, actually, no, I guess
Constitution, because you're feeding him
Sawdust.
that is not the worst thing Fink has ever eaten.
No, but still.
She rolled like a 15 on like just like general kind of like charisma. I'll completely let you decide if that's worthy of Fink to be calm enough or not.
Why is she feeding him sawdust?
Some meat.
It's all she had available.
They're a terrible inn. What kind of inn is this?
Conn looks around and he sees Sid. They're all eating sawdust.
you actually
Fried sawdust. Boiled sawdust. Bangers and sawdust.
as you look around, you actually see like there is you guys went like hunting and stuff, so it's probably like close to like lunchtime right now. So there actually is kind of a couple people in. You do see some people eating. You're not sure if it's sawdust or not, but there are like kind of like a group eating lunch. It might be. You're not sure.
Conn breaks out in a cold sweat. This is weird.
Okay, no, sure. Look, I might have some like jerky or something I can give him. And she also kind of grabs like a little sliver of jerky and like, okay, little. What did you say this? Chef's name? Fink. Okay. Yeah, she's like, I'll get him kitted out there and we'll get him back to you. But yeah, so she kind of like goes off, does that, and Aaron's kind of left. She's like, well, lad, so I mean, sure, what he's got to get to first? What's on the agenda? Do you know much about sundries? What are you looking to do? Or
No, we don't know much. Just what Johnny's told us and what I'd remember from the war.
you're in the war, were you?
Who wasn't? But
Sure.
I was.
We actually have there's a group. They're actually there now, and he points over to that group that was eating there. Like, they're actually a bunch of veterans. They all meet here every Wednesday. We'll say it's Wednesday. Every Wednesday to be like, have kind of like a bit of meet, a bit of a chinwag, a bit of a stuff, a bit of a kind of like a support group that they've set up. Nice chaps. Talk to Breathnock. Breathnock. Yeah.
All right. Well,
If you're interested in maybe sharing some stories,
Sid, if you don't mind, I might just go and have a quick fathom of what's happening here. Do you want to come with?
Yeah. Well, what's Melody doing?
Melody's kind of just like hanging back, and like they're very much, they're here to chronicle and write songs. They're, kind of waiting to see what you're, what's on the agenda for you guys.
Melody.
Yeah.
I am torn between wanting to hear cool war stories and being afraid we'll walk over and be trapped as it's just a bunch of old dudes telling war stories and bragging with
Give
each
me an
other.
insight check. Melody will join you in that insight check.
Ooh, bad insight check. 9 for me.
Yeah, you can't really tell because they're all eating at the moment, so kind of the conversation is like lulled, and you're not really sure, kind of can't fully tell what the vibe is of them. But I mean, yeah, it's a bunch of veterans, and you know what Conn's like.
Conn's already flicked through his notes.
Melody, let's go. Like,
I mean, I'm kind of happy to hear Aaron out, and maybe he can let us know what's up. We can go have a walk around, talk to locals, and really kind of worlds are, or Stone's Reach is our oyster, I guess.
yeah, maybe let's go see if anybody's heard anything about Axel putting in town.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you're kind of just like saying bye to Aaron and going, or do you want to ask him, or are you leaving? What are you doing?
Hanging out in the inn, going around seeing if there's like, food, like,
Yeah,
talking to people. Hey, have you seen this type of dude?
Just give me a general charisma check.
Okay. 16.
Are you asking about Axel alone, or are you mentioning Thunder Slash or anything like that? Or
a bird that sometimes is big and sometimes is small.
Sure, lad. Didn't I see a big fucking bird only the other day? Fucking massive it was.
Yeah. We punched it in the face.
You punched in the face? Jesus.
Well, my friend did. I shot an arrow at it.
Oh, good man for you.
Yeah.
Good. And so what you be looking for this bird for?
Belongs to my friend, and he's like, ex-friend.
Ex-friends are the worst type of friends.
Yeah, he kind of needs a punch in the face of his own.
Oh.
He, first he was like mean to me, and then like murdered an entire town.
Shit, fucking ex-friend doesn't really do enough justice there, does it?
No, I kind of realized as I was telling that story, he's a bit worse.
That's a... fucking wouldn't want to meet him in the dark alley, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, we're trying to, but...
Oh, okay. Oh, for the face punching. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, and you give him a description of Axel and stuff like, sure, I haven't really seen him now, but I have seen that bird, and it's kind of been, people have been saying, as we've been traveling up and down the roads and like in the neighboring villages and farms and stuff, that like, sheep gone missing, and they find sheep just fucking dead, gouged to bits by some
Sound like my neighbour. Gouged to bits.
Gouged to bits by some like massive flying yoke or something like that, but sure.
This is the way you all sounded to me when I moved over here.
Yeah, I'm very afraid that like I'm gonna go through in this town like such a wide variety of like actually defined Irish accents, and to anyone outside of Ireland it's all going to sound the exact same.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
No, I haven't actually seen anyone like that, so he might just be hanging around the town, not actually wanting to go in. Is he much like a city man or a town man himself? What is he, or is he?
Yeah, he is a town man. Like, just like me. We're from town.
You're from this town? I haven't seen you around before. What's your name? Who's your father?
No, we're from. We're from.
Are you related to that Johnny chap? Are you?
Jesus.
Are you Moira's little boy?
No, I am from.
Will you tell Moira I lent her my rake I'd say a good 3 months ago, and I haven't seen it since.
I pass on the message if I find her.
Oh, isn't that right? Just never give Moira it, and she'll just take it and she just keeps it. That's all she does.
But anyway, thank you for your help.
Give me back my rake, yeah?
Your rake?
Rake, yeah.
Rake.
The rake.
I currently have my father-in-law's rake. He was looking for it yesterday.
What's Conn doing?
Conn makes...
Sorry, to montage a little bit more, you just go around asking other people. They haven't seen anyone in the town, but nearly everyone has seen this bird. Or either seen it or heard it. They've seen it more in the last day or two. But no one has seen any kid of that description. So you're getting the feeling that he's maybe camping out somewhere, or for whatever reason doesn't want to go into town. You don't know why. What's Conn doing?
What was the name of the soldier again?
Breathnock.
Breathnock. Right, cool.
These noises that Mr. Fisher makes.
You see, it's just Mr. Fisher. Just with a mustache
I don't let on, I know. Okay, I sit down next and I go, which one of you is Breathnock?
You see kind of this guy looks
right
at your
Mr. Fisher.
to the right of Mr. Fisher, who's like sinking down in his chair slightly.
Yeah, I'm staring at him.
Trying to hide behind his bowl of sawdust.
Makes sense that he'd eat it.
You see, this guy, he kind of looks a bit like an older Conn, that same kind of like,
good looks.
kind of like, but a little bit more,
nature.
yeah, a bit more like weathered. Kind of just has like, he's wearing like very like simple shirt and breeches, but like, has like shoulders and arms. Who is like, carried a sword and shield for a long time. That kind of just like powerful kind of stocky build. But kind of like a bit of like a dad bod gut on him as well. He's powerful, but he's like not really in shape.
Like barrel-chested, big old soldier.
Yeah, for sure. He's probably like late 40s. Is like, his hair is like going grey a little bit. Well, what about you?
Alright, I was just pages where soldiers like myself, I thought I might want to just come over, maybe share a beer, swap some stories, see what the lay of the land is.
Oh, sure, always welcome to sit down.
Thanks, thank you very much.
Take
Can
a
I get
seat,
you a pint?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I gesture to Aaron.
Yeah.
Just to bring around.
Lads, ladies, friends, got a new member of the group today. What did you say your name was?
Hi, sorry, my name's Conn Greystone. I fought with the Holy Thunder Force around these parts for a while.
Oh, did you know?
You did indeed.
I heard the Holy Thunder Force all got killed.
Hey, well, unfortunately, that's mostly true. But look, I'm still cooking anyway.
I mean, good to hear. We're also here. Kind of everyone around the table kind of gives
Yeah, very good.
kind of like a very we're all here and that's what matters kind of like vibe, And sure, look, tell me this now. How are you getting on since that?
Hey, well, it's the same as anyone else, really. I've been traveling around looking for work, bit of monstering, bit of soldiering, some mercenary work. It's out there, but this whole band situation makes it very difficult.
And is that what has you up here now? Not from here. Would have known you before?
I know I'm not from here, but I am here with the young lad over there, and I look at Sid like we were schmoozing around the pub, and the bard, and we've formed a band. Apparently, I've just got pulled along into that one, but we're
you lads are the Eagle Fang or something, is it?
Aye, that's us, Eagle Fang. We came to see if we can't help around the place a bit.
Oh, very good. Well, lots of help here. A lot of us here worked in the mines after the war. They've been long since dry. Rumors there now of some monsters dwelling in some Underdeep, or the Down Under, as it's called.
Yeah, the Down Under.
But seemingly the Nadini are camped up there now in the old mining town. And he kind of like see Aaron at this point has come down and gives out the drinks, and as he does that, like he kind of like stops speaking for a second, and he's like, not everyone's too happy about them up there, but I mean, sure, it's bandits. I mean, not really too worried of myself, but it's odd. Usually they kind of like travel around the place, kind of do a lot of trading, kind of wouldn't be known to stay in the same place a lot. It's kind of odd that they'd be there, and then we also have those rumors, and then sure, fucking some supposed to be some druid meant to be coming here to save the day, but sure, haven't seen hide nor tail of him. Well, I mean, look, hopefully you can give a hand.
Alright, well, look, that's what we're here for, you know? We mean well. I'll tell you what, a couple of questions. Did you say Nadina? Nadini?
Yep.
And you said they're a band?
Oh, no, sorry, so no, they're like, I guess you'd call them a tribe, or, you know, a group, a community.
And, are they bad news?
Oh, no, far from it. Like, they're friends. We've good friends with Sun's Reach. Do a lot of trading. There's a, you know, as far as I know, there's like a community of hill giants up to the northwest, and they do a lot of trading with them, trading with us, and kind of, you know, would wander and, you know, travel the lands, but you know, they wouldn't make camp for more than a week, and they've been up there for about a month now or so, I'd say.
We'll take a quick look at that maybe at some point, but a couple more questions.
Sure.
You said there was a druid inbound, is there?
Well, supposed to be. I mean, and so, you know, he gives another look at Aaron there. He's like, look, between just the table here now, the Iron Circle, Aaron there is a member of it, but you know, he very much kind of, he's not so much into the whole mining thing. He kind of has his eye set on hospitality and maybe turn this into like a tourism place. So he kind of wants, you know, he wants the druid to come in and kind of like and do some druid stuff and make the land better and more scenic or some shit like that. Morris, he's another member of the Iron Circle. He wants a mate to come down and, you know, try to find new or like veins in the mine, that type of thing. So there's a lot of conflict happening there now. But yeah, sure, we asked. God, the lads in the Iron Circle asked for his help, I would say 4 months ago. And he gave it all this sort of like, yeah, he was in town and everything, and they're like, oh look, give us a hand here, you know, you're supposed to be part of the community. And he gave it all this like, oh, you need to go talk to nature or some Jewish shite. Went into the mountains, haven't heard from him since.
How long ago was that?
About 4 months ago.
Right, can you give me a description of this druid?
He's a big chap. I think some Goliath blood in there. You'd know him to see, like, he's probably the only chap up in the mountains, I'd say.
Alright, well, sure. There's some stuff to look into there, certainly. And when... Oh, see, I think I have everything I need there, unless I'm massively misreading the situation, but...
Sure, look, we're always here to talk.
That's very true. Listen, thanks for the information. I should probably gather the young lad and...
I know about her.
Get the room, you know? But look, I'm around as well. If you see anything that needs sorting out, just come get me, because I'm not long enough here to hate anyone yet, so I'll be completely unbiased for about a day and a half. That's when you gotta catch me. I give Mr. Fishdeer one of these, like, 2 fingers in my eyes, 2 fingers at your eyes.
He gives it same back, but like from his gills to you.
Ugh. Alright. Look, it's been a pleasure. Sorry, who did you say you, what banner did you fight under? DM? How's that spot I've put you on?
Fucking terrible. We were the Thunder Wardens.
Aye, part of my... sure we served in the same garrison then for a while, we would have, right?
Probably, yeah, sure. There are thousands of us, you know, hard to know everyone, but...
It was the Thunder Guard, wasn't it? There was Holy Thunder Force, there was yourselves, there was the Thunder Quakers, they were shite.
You see one guy, he just looks real sad.
I'm sure you were great.
I survived.
That's all that matters, isn't it? That's all that matters. Alright, well look lads, I'll see you around. I give him one of these soldier handshakes, wrist to wrist.
Yeah, he happily gives.
And as I've got him, I give the table a...
Everyone does the same, kind of like bids you farewell.
These guys. Hey, look, next time around, I'll tell you the story of the Kairos and Bren. Good friends of mine, you'll love it. And I get up and I fuck off.
Looking forward to it, and they all kind of give you, like, raise their mugs up to you.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Happy days. I go find the lads.
Yeah, they're kind of just schmoozing around. This all happening kind of concurrently, so.
Hey, Conn!
Hey, how's it going? Keep the dry shites over there. Should we go find the room?
I mean, it's noon.
Hey, we'll put the stuff away.
Oh, yeah.
Don't walk around with all this shite.
Pretty much always carry my stuff
He's
with me.
pointing at his like tennis ball sized pouch.
Yeah, I'm like, I just carry my bag with me everywhere.
Alright, well look, I'm gonna go throw some shite up into the room and then we might head out and hit the town. I got some good leads.
Oh, what are your leads?
Alright, well apparently there's a druid gone missing up in the mountains about four months back.
A druid?
Oh yeah, a druid. And then also there's
They could know so much about what's going on with the animals around here.
he might be able to help you with your wee book there. Other than that, there's some crowd called Medini, and they're camping out up above the town there, but they're usually kind of move on in a week or so. So might be worth seeing. Could be.
Oh.
All right. Well, maybe we should reassess our internal biases there. But it might be worth going up and seeing what they're up to as well. Apparently, they've
Animal person!
animal person.
Druid.
You want to go see? Yeah, we can go find the druid. He's missing apparently.
Oh.
So it's a bit of an old trail. 4 months ago, he went missing. But we can ask around for him if you want. He's a big guy. I'm sure a lot of people saw him.
Yeah.
All right, well, fine. That's what we'll do. We'll go find the druid.
Great. You guys go up, put all your stuff into your room, kind of get settled in. Sid's very happy that everyone's kind of close together in a nice little like dorm, and we will find out what the guys investigate on the next episode.
Yay! Oh, sorry. Then is that what you? No?
You gotta do the homework so you know what songs to sing.
All right.
Oh, it's time for the closing song.
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
closing time.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
What a smooth outro that was.
Comes from some other beginnings and closing time.
Closing time.
What was that?
Don't know.
You've ruined it. Go on. Podcast over.
Podcast over. Follow us on Twitter.
All right, so everyone, thanks for tuning in. You can find us on Twitter. If you're this many episodes in, you probably know what our Twitter is, but it's Hearthfire Tales, surprisingly.
Hashtag Hearthfire and chill, baby.
Yeah.
That sounds so much better than like Netflix and chill. Because like it's much more romantic.
It's cozy.
Netflix and chill, you're like interrupting like a movie and stuff. We're like you're literally sitting in front of a hearth fire.
Yeah,
what else you gotta do?
For a rug,
Listen to Tales? Come on.
Yeah.
crackling fire, the screams of the dying.
What?
Okay.
The shadow of the thing
Follow
that
us on
came
Twitter.
before.
Fucking, I don't know.
The light fading from the eyes of everyone.
Please
I know.
talk to us so we can talk to someone other than Jim.
Yeah, we're getting worried about Jim.
And then just my own whimpering.
Thank you so much. We're gonna go so Jim stops speaking. I have to share a car with him on the way back because this is gonna be terribly awkward.
Get out of my home.
And the whispers of the one below.
Bye.
Bye.